Hey, welcome back everyone. It is now February 26th of 2021. Can you believe it? We're already approaching March of this year. And a lot of fans are still very much up in arms over the Gina Carano fired situation and exactly how Lucasfilm handled the entire scenario. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, yes, given that Disney and Lucasfilm are very much invested with over a dozen Star Wars projects, so to speak, we've got The Mandalorian, the Ahsoka series, Kenobi, Andor, and more. They have a lot on their plate. They're very busy when it comes to Star Wars projects, especially John and Dave, who really, by the way, are really trying to do everything in their power to really revive Star Wars Legends. Now, moving ahead, we do know that Lucasfilm's Kathleen Kennedy behind the scenes the past couple of weeks has been having a very tough time. We know this. We saw what happened on the Oscar video. I'm sure that you guys are very well aware about what I'm talking about, of how that kind of exposed her own hypocrisy right then and there. And then here we are, the very end of February, as we approach March. Still no statement by Kathleen Kennedy, and that actual action by her of refusing to even make a word about Gina Carano's firing and how she mishandled the entire situation, it's costing her right now. We're going to get into that in just a second. Now, Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, like I've said, there are going to be some setbacks when it comes to The Mandalorian, when it comes to the Ahsoka Tano show. A lot of things are happening, but there's not going to be major delays when it comes to production or release dates at that. It's not going to be all that major or significant. They're going to just have some minor setbacks because they do have to do some rewrites, mind you. Now, with that being said, given that The Mandalorian Season 3 is now in development, Disney and Lucasfilm are fully invested in developing their new expanded universe. It's explained, however, that Lucasfilm's Kathleen Kennedy has been having a very difficult time behind the scenes since the Gina Carano firing and how poorly she handled the entire situation. Further, it's explained that Disney CEO Bob Chapek is warning Kathleen Kennedy that if she does not make a statement about Gina Carano's firing, that he will actually completely strip her creative power away from Star Wars The Acolyte series by Leslie Headland, which, by the way, guys, is going to be a very agenda-driven TV series. It's not going to be good. Kennedy is described to be afraid that she will lose her only chance at developing her own Star Wars TV show with Leslie if she does not speak about Gina Carano anytime soon, and is pressured to do so as soon as possible before March 9th, which is the shareholder meeting for Disney. Kathleen Kennedy is described to be in trouble by Disney for not only giving Disney a bad image of firing people incorrectly, given that they own Lucasfilm, that it is also causing people to cancel their Disney Plus accounts, which is also affecting, of course, Marvel, such as their hit TV show WandaVision to some extent. Additionally, it's also described that Kathleen Kennedy is very angry at many Star Wars fans for voicing their own opinions and putting her in such a position, and that Kennedy believes that Carano's firing would have actually been nothing more than a minor story on media outlets, and that she did not expect a full-blown backlash by Star Wars fans, as Kathleen Kennedy always viewed Cara Dune as an insignificant minor character. Now, let me just stop right here for 1 second. I myself will say that Cara Dune, when she was first introduced, a lot of fans weren't super excited at the first episode of her entrance, but as the character had more and more appearances, the character just grew on fans. And that's exactly why a lot of fans are very much up in arms over Gina Carano's firing. It's not just because of that, but it's also because of Gina Carano's personality and how she's so different from others a part of Lucasfilm. So when we go ahead and check what's going on between Bob Chapek and Kathleen Kennedy, this is a big deal, guys. This is a huge deal right now because Bob Chapek is literally warning Kathleen Kennedy that if she does not make a statement before March 9th, that he is going to strip her powers away, her creative power, from the Acolyte series, which honestly, guys, hey, I wouldn't mind that. I would have no problem with that. As far as Kathleen Kennedy's sake, if she wants to keep her creative power, she's got to listen to Bob Chapek. It seems as though that by contract there has to be a legitimate, in-depth reason as to why they could let her go of her creative power, and it seems that this could very well be one of those reasons. Now, Bob Chapek was never happy about the Acolyte series, but by contract, Kathleen Kennedy is allowed to have one TV show that'll actually be done by her on a creative scale, with Leslie Headland, of course. Now, the other thing is this. Kathleen Kennedy originally had 2 TV shows that she was working on, creatively speaking, one of which was an animated show that was completely canceled by Bob Chapek, thankfully, and she's only allowed one. But this is a very sticky situation for Kathleen Kennedy. She literally only has about 11 days, give or take, to when she can make that official statement about Gina Carano. Do I believe that she's going to do it? This is a very unpredictable scenario. I do know that, of course, a lot of you guys out there are very much fed up with Disney and Lucasfilm, and I understand that. I do understand that. But Kathleen Kennedy, alright, is very ego-driven. You would think that she would want to keep her ego and keep her power in play. And she would have to make a statement. We've gone over this just yesterday of how she is trying to look to another Lucasfilm spokesperson to take the role of showing face and saying words about Gina Carano's firing. That's not going to work now. It's all about Bob Chapek pressuring Kathleen Kennedy to be the face of Lucasfilm, to be the face of Star Wars and hold some form of responsibility for firing Gina Carano in a very incorrect manner. Disney's very much angry about that, and so are the shareholders. The top shareholders, they are very angry at how Lucasfilm is creating this bad image upon Disney and how it's leading to canceled accounts on Disney Plus, which is also affecting Marvel and other avenues on the Disney Plus streaming platform. Now, obviously, this is also bad news for Leslie Headland. Leslie Headland actually, enjoys Kathleen Kennedy's company, regardless the fact that they have had creative differences, surprisingly. I know, unexpected. But she does enjoy her company with the Acolyte series. Now, does that necessarily mean that Leslie Headland is going to listen to every word that Kathleen Kennedy says? Not really, because there are creative differences at play there. Kathleen Kennedy, if she really wants to keep her creative power, she has got to listen to Bob Chapek. Bob Chapek is the Disney CEO, is the guy calling the shots. Of course, you got the board, the higher-ups over at Disney also calling the shots. But Bob Chapek really is the major player here, and she's got to listen up, because prior to March 9th, something needs to be done, and it's going to be very interesting to see how this is going to happen. Is it going to be done on the StarWars.com YouTube channel, our website? Is it going to be done, per se, maybe on a Twitter post through StarWars.com? We don't know. We have no idea how they're going to do this. But it's going to be interesting to see exactly how they're going to do it and how they're going to force Kathleen Kennedy to make some form of a statement. So like I've said before in the past, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know about all this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Nights in the